What's up, guys? Welcome back. Today we are driving, walking, and talking about the 5 absolute best streets in Trousdale Estates. We are back. We're in Trousdale Estates, driving around. If you think about moving up here, these are the 5 streets you're going to want to be on. Starting at number 5 is Carla Ridge. The reason why this street is so great is because it's kind of like on a ridge. We're actually driving on it now, but the great thing is on both sides of the street, you have views. Being on the east side of the street, you're gonna have views of like downtown LA. If you're on the west side of the street, you're gonna have views of the ocean. So you kind of have the best of both worlds. A lot of construction going on. I think there's I've seen 4 or 5 just driving down already. Notable sales on this street is the one that Niles and Paul McLean did back in the day. That one sold for about 20 million. It was just a little over 10,000 square feet on, I think, like a 21,000 square foot lot. Another really good house sold on Carla Ridge was the one that Woodbridge did. That's at the end of Carla Ridge. That one was done by an architect by the name of Noah Walker. Really good architect. He's known for using a lot of wood and making the space really warm yet modern. Wood on like the ceilings, on the wall, in different places. So he was able to do that really well. It's coming in at number 4 is a street called Chalet. The reason why this street is so good is because it's not a very busy street. It's maybe about 1.5 miles long. So you're not having a lot of extra people cut through this street to get to the other side because it goes from Loma Vista to Carla Ridge, so there's really no shortcut to it. But Mark Rios recently did a house here that sold for about 28 million. I think that house was probably 12,000 square feet on a 25,000 square foot lot. And coming in at number 3 is going to be Robert Lane. As you know, I have a listing here right now. It's 22 million bucks. It's probably going to be either a tear down or a fixer, but you put, say, 15 million to building a brand new house here, it'll be worth like 70 plus million on the exit. So it makes for a really good investment. It's a really nice tree-lined street, of which you don't really get up in Truesdale. It's very wide, and there's only 11 houses on the street, so there's not a lot of traffic. The really great thing about being on Robert Lane is that I think every lot here is going to be almost an acre, if not bigger than that. So you have a lot larger lots than the rest of Truesdale. Some notable sales on this street is going to be this $22 million dirt lot. And I think this is like 46,000 square feet. And then the house right next to it, which sold for 72 million. I believe this house was about 25,000 square foot. It was done by Zoltan Pauly. From what I heard, it was done really well. That property traded hands off market really quickly. And coming in at number 2 is going to be Truesdale Place. Why is this street so great? Well, it's because it's about 75 to 80% of Truesdale. So the views up here get a little bit better because there's no one in front of you, especially if you're on the south side of the street, pretty much front row. Another great thing about this street is that it's a cul-de-sac. So there's not any cars cutting through here. It keeps the traffic very minimal. Some notable things about this street: Simon Cowell used to live here at one point, not anymore. It's a pristine location. Some recent sales here include a lot for, I think it was about $30 million. That same buyer bought the lot next door for about 29 million. So you can only imagine 2 lots side by side totaling 60 million for the 2. At number 1 is going to be Hillcrest. This is probably the best streets in not only Truesdale, but in Beverly Hills in general. It has the best views in the entire area. And the houses on the street have so much history. We're gonna start off with Elvis's property. This is one of his old crash pads. And then right next to Elvis's house is a property that sold for 62 million. When I say 62 million bucks, we're talking about a house that the buyer tore down and he is currently building his own residence. Next door to him is a house that Bruce Makowski did. Roman James was the architect on that one, and that one sold to Mr. Marcus Notch Persons. Recently sold off to Microsoft a game called Minecraft. Next door to him is a property that was called Opus 1. That was done by Mr. Niles Niami. And as you know, he always partners up with Paul McLean on that. That sold, I think, for like 40 million bucks. And that was probably 20,000 some square feet. The next door to him is a dirt lot. This dirt lot traded hands a few times, but that sold for, I think, around 32 million bucks. They still haven't done anything with it, but nevertheless, great lot, good views of downtown from that lot as well. So that wraps it up, guys. Those are the 5 best streets in Trousdale Estates. If you're looking to buy something up here, those are the streets you want to be on. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.